guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impressions on a bunch of makeup that I hauled a couple days ago. Before we get started, if you are new, welcome. My name is Stephanie, and make sure to click that subscribe button down below before you leave, because you're definitely going to want to. Hint, hint, hint. And to join our YouTube family, of course, because we have an amazing YouTube family. I did do some shopping, as you guys saw, but I decided to create this look totally I winged it. Just because I seriously did not know what to expect with any of this stuff. So I'm super excited for you guys to see it. Now let's get into the video, and at the end you will hear my final thoughts. Hey guys, alright, so as you can see, I already did my brows. I even concealed my eyes, and then I put a little bit of crease color. I used my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I used Raw Sienna with a little bit of burnt orange, these two right here, just to kind of get a head start, since this is just going to be my first impressions. So I have these two palettes. I have been dying to try this, and nobody that I have seen has played with this palette, so I'm super excited. I have no idea how I'm going to play with this, but I have an eye pigment here, so I'm so excited. Okay, so we're just gonna dig right in, and I'm gonna take I haven't even swatched this, you guys. Wow, so those are the colors. They're a little scratchy, but that's okay. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this one right here. This is the petroleum blue, which is this color right here. And I'm going to add that into my crease a little bit. And I'm going to take my Morphe M412 brush. Since this is a first impressions, it does have a little bit of kickback, which, you know, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. So I'm just going to add that into the crease a little bit. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we'll see. I'm going to take this color right here, this gray brown, and see about maybe putting that into the crease a little bit. Oh, that's much better. There we go. This one doesn't have as much kickback to it. I did hear that some of her palettes that have matte shades aren't as nice as her more like a metallic type shades. I really like this color though. And I think I mentioned in the video, in the intro, I don't know, I haven't even done my intro while I'm doing this, but this is my first Natasha Denona eyeshadow purchase, so I'm super excited. I think I'm going to be doing a haul video first, and then you guys are going to see that. So what I'll do is I'll leave the haul video in the cards above me, and I think it's on this side. So I'm going to put that aside for right now. I'm only going to work on one eye, then get off camera, do the other eye, and then finish off the rest of my face. So I did get the milk. I got two milk pigments. I kind of got the Mermaid Parade to kind of go with this palette, which is the number 7 palette. And then I got the number 8 palette. I think that's right. Yeah. I got the number 8 palette to go with the After Party pigment from Milk. So I'm super excited. My mom said that these are incredible. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. She said that a little goes a long way. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think you guys can see that. It's like just so pretty. Alright, so I'm going to take this regular flat shader brush from Morphe, and I'm going to be putting this all over the lid. I got some right on my brush, and I'm just going to kind of outline, not a cut crease or anything, but just I'm gonna try and blend this out a little bit. And then to top it off, I'm gonna take this color right in here, which is powder blue, I think. This really pretty color right here. I'm gonna use my finger. Look at that. So pretty. And I'm just going to try and clean this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and create a wing. I have my Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. I got this at work and I use this on all my makeup applications. It's incredible, but because I have not been practicing on my wings on my own eye, when I tried using this the other day, I was having major issues. So hopefully the tape will make it okay. I will say though that with the pigment and the shadow, it makes putting on this liner a little like chunky. So it does feel like it looks a little chunky. So I'll try and zoom you guys in more, but that's as close as I can get you. And we're gonna throw some lashes on, so I'm not too worried. I think that's what happens when you don't practice the wing for a while. I don't want to keep adding because then I'm going to be like one of those people like with those memes where like it's okay at first and then you try and keep adding more and fixing it and then all of a sudden your eyes are all black. We don't want that. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off the other eye and then I'll be back for the rest of the face. Okay, so my eyes are all done for the most part. I love the color, but like I said, the eyeliner is just a little bit chunky just because of the pigment and the shadow, but other than that, I like it. So I can't wait to play more with the shadows and the pigments and all of that. Alright, so I got a couple more things here that I'm gonna do as my first impressions. I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup, this is the Blur Stick. So I've heard a lot of things, a lot of in between, like 50-50. So I'm super excited to see. So what I'll do is I'll do one side of my face and then I'll show you the other without it. You can't really tell this side. I have the Blur Stick. Well, yeah, I guess you can tell. This side I'm a little bit more shiny. And this side I'm a little bit more matte. Well, yeah, like down the middle here, you can see this side where I don't have the Blur Stick and this side you can. So, I mean, it definitely kind of just blurred everything. Let me know if you guys have tried this before and what you think. This has seriously been my first like Milk makeup purchase. That pigment though, it is so beautiful. I feel like I need to keep using it because I don't see anything. Alright, I only have two more things I'm going to be doing the first impressions on. I got this foundation, which I'm so excited about. It's the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I told you guys I've been wanting to try this out, so I finally decided just to pick it up, and I did try it out. I did wear it in my flips and flops video, but it's still kind of technically a first impressions. So I got mine in light, medium, neutral. I'm gonna use just a regular Morphe type of brush. It is a little bit more on the yellow tone. This does say that it's light to medium skin with yellow and pink undertones, which is what I usually like to go for. The coverage is incredible, you guys. I'm just gonna put it on half of my face so we can see how it looks with the Blur Stick underneath. So obviously I still need to cover this up, but seriously, this foundation is incredible. And I have another foundation that I tried out once, or no, I tried it out twice, and I can't wait to do the video on it for you guys. So this obviously doesn't have any foundation. My pores look really good. So that blur stick first impression looks really nice. The foundation went on really nicely. I did notice that with this foundation, my pores are enhanced a lot. That blur stick really helped a lot. So I'm gonna try and zoom in a little bit more. It just looks super good. So let's go ahead and finish off the rest of the face. So I did just a little bit more just to hide my imperfections. And I've mentioned to you guys before that, I think I mentioned it, I prefer how foundation looks about an hour after I've applied it, because it just soaks into the skin and it just looks really nice, glowy, healthy. So right now, like, this foundation has no tackiness whatsoever. I do notice that I do get a little bit dewy when I wore this foundation, but I like that because of how dry I am. It doesn't even look like it clinged. Well, right here I do have some dryness, like clinging to dryness, which is so normal because of the face wash I'm using. And on this side, doesn't look like anything is clinging. It just looks really nice. My pores are hidden from the blur stick. It just looks so good. I really like it. This will probably be my summer, possibly my summer foundation. It's just a full coverage. It looks so good. I will definitely keep you guys updated. It is only SPF 15, so I highly recommend to wear an SPF underneath this, if you're just getting this for SPF, you know what I mean? But oh my gosh, it looks so good and I really do like it. Alright, going back in with this palette, I'm gonna go ahead and take the color that I have on my lid. So this one right here, come on, focus camera, right here. I'm gonna take that halfway in my eye, like halfway, and kind of try and smoke it out a little bit because it's so beautiful and I just want to like douse my body in this color. And then I am gonna go ahead and take some of this really pretty silver color right here, and I'm just going to kind of smoke it out a little bit more at the end of my eye. Alright, the last thing that I wanted to show you guys, and then I'll finish off the rest of my face off camera and then come back. I got the Juicy Shaker Berry Tail, which I think is so perfect for spring and summer. It's like a berry type of color. And let me see if I can. It's like super subtle, but it is so freaking beautiful. I thought these were gimmicks. I honestly did, and I ended up going to work buying a bunch of stuff and ended up with one of these. Alright guys, so that completes this video. For the rest of my makeup, all I did, super easy peasy, I used my Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. Love this, it's beautiful. I talked about it in my favorites video. And my Sun Chaser palette, I used a little bit of the Apricot Blossom. Yep, the Apricot Blossom with a little bit of Opal on the cheekbones. I really wanted just the focus to be on my eyes, and I think I did that. Okay, so my final thoughts. Let's talk about the Natasha Denona palette. I'm impressed. Like, I got this palette because I honestly could not find any videos on this palette, but it is stunning. It's pigmented. The only one I'm like, I need to play around with a little bit is this matte shade right here, and this is what the color looks like. So I think I can definitely play with this, but it needs to be like one of the only colors to play with. I can see what the hype is about. Are they worth the money? Give me a little bit to let you guys know, because I do need to play with it a little bit more, being that I have a whole other palette I haven't even swatched yet. All right, let's talk about the pigment. This was in Mermaid Parade. This is what the pigment looks like. This is not, it's not going anywhere. I do like the pigment, but I really want to play with the pigment by itself, with it being the focus, not using the palette with it. I kind of want to play with it by itself, even though I did purchase these two items to see how they would work together. It kind of got me a little bit out of my comfort zone, because these colors are so, they're not the warm tones, you know, they're just these pops of colors, and I love it. I'm super excited because it's so different than anything I have in my collection. So far, I really like it. The only thing with this pigment is that with the shadow and the pigment, with the pigment on the bottom and then the shadow on top, it made the liquid liner, can't find it, can't find anything, here we go. With the Clinique liquid liner, it made it kind of like drag a little bit, and it made it kind of like clumpy. So I didn't like that. So I need to play around with these products a little bit and see how it all goes. Juicy Shaker from Lancome. I've been using them for a couple days. I really like it. I honestly thought this was a gimmick when these came out, but honestly these are perfect for hot weather. All right, and the last thing I used was this guy. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, full coverage foundation. I've used this a couple of times and I honestly truly love it. I think that it's got amazing coverage. My face doesn't feel like I'm wearing any makeup, which I really like. There's no transfer at all. It just went on my skin nice and smooth. But I'm definitely going to be doing a full review video. One of the things I forgot to mention is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I really like it. I think it did really well at blurring my pores, because I did notice that the Tarte foundation did enhance my pores a little bit when I first wore it the first time, and I think that it did a really good job. So I'm going to be testing this out a lot more, so stay tuned for that. That is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you loved the most out of this video, and down in the comments, of course. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below before you leave, and until next time, I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.